Hey Taurus, welcome to Aria Moon Tarot, and thank you so much for being here. This is your love reading for anyone with Sun, Moon, or Rising in Taurus. It's a general reading, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If it doesn't, check your other placements. All right, let's get started. So we have this card here, and on the back it says, "Let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives." Okay, so I'm getting like a very gentle energy from this card. That might be this person's energy, their vibe. We will see how that ties in. But yeah, I'm feeling like this is something, this is kind of the feeling of like, just let this happen naturally. So we'll see how that ties in. Let's look at your animal spirit oracle cards and see what's going on with this person. So this could be kind of their vibe right now, and start to open up some information about what they secretly want to tell you. So what does, okay, let's take a look at these cards. So we have Frog Spirit. I feel like number 28 might be significant to some of you, or number 10, because 28 reduces to a 10, which is actually a 1. That would be about like closing out cycles, new beginnings. Interesting energy. We have Cat Spirit. Oh yeah. I think these numbers are significant and will play into your reading. There's a feeling of transformation here. We have Deer Spirit, number 18. Okay. This person is going through major shifts and changes right now. And they might want to discuss some of this with you or let you know what's going on in their life. If this is a person that you are at a distance from, someone you've lost communication with, I feel like this person might feel like they can't communicate about this transformation that they're going through. Maybe they just don't feel like there's an open line of communication. It could be that they're afraid to contact you. This Frog Spirit is really the energy of transformation. In a lot of ways, this is like the ultimate energy of transformation, which sometimes we don't think of because so often we associate the butterfly with the energy of growth and metamorphosis and transformation. But the frog is a very powerful symbol of change because this is a creature that begins its life in water and then grows and transforms until it's able to hop right out of that water and onto land. So frogs actually start out like with no legs, and then I think that's kind of funny actually, because they don't have legs in their tadpole form, and then they become this hopping creature that we kind of associate with these legs that allow them to like hop and leap all around. So they really do the ultimate transformation. They really, they change their mode of transportation. They change the way that they look a lot. And this is coming through for this person. There's a lot of change and transformation that this person wishes they could talk to you about. A lot of growth. A lot has changed. I feel like for some of you, this could be referencing a past connection, either one where you were in a committed relationship with this person, or one where the relationship kind of started but didn't go anywhere. I feel like a lot has changed for this person, either in their mindset or their circumstances, and it's like they want to tell you about this. They wish they could tell you about this. It feels like the lines of communication might not be open here. I also feel like it's kind of significant that the frog, it does this transformation, but it returns to the water as well. So I'm getting kind of like an adaptable energy. Once the frog goes through its transformation, it can then be a creature of the water and of the earth. So definitely transformation and adaptability. This could have to do with maybe this person has changed their mind about something, maybe in a way where they were being very stubborn or hard-headed in the past. Maybe they're starting to see more of, I'm hearing I see your point, or I get it now, or something like that. So it could be that they're becoming a little less rigid. There could be like compromises that needed to be made, and this person wasn't willing to do that. But I feel that they're going through some sort of transformation, or they've already made this change, and they want to kind of like start something over with you. And I feel like they want to come forward and tell you that they want to start something over. They want to try again with this new perspective. They want to try again with these new legs. Let's put it like that. They've got new legs now, and now they can do things they couldn't do before. They can see things in ways that they couldn't see before. They can even travel to places that they couldn't travel before. For some of you, that might be a direct message. This could be like somebody who literally could not travel to come and see you for whatever reason. Could have something to do with like a travel ban that was in place, or maybe like just not having like friendly relations with wherever this person was coming from, or maybe their job was holding them back. They couldn't get the time off of work. But I'm kind of hearing that for some of you, it's like this person can now go where they couldn't go before, and that could be in mind, or that could be physically. They can travel to where they couldn't travel before. Take that as it resonates. We also have this cat spirit here, and this is the number 13, and that kind of carries with it the energy of the death card in the major arcana of the tarot. Another transformative energy. This person is in some way learning to stand on their own 2 feet. Wow, this is so weird. Like, that just came out of my mouth, but then it's bringing me back to this idea of a frog's legs. This is very, it's very interesting. They might be learning how to grow, or learning how to take these major steps, make these sort of transformations, because it's almost like they're getting their, now I want to say sea legs, which is just kind of weird, but I feel like this person is in some way establishing themselves. They're in some way figuring something out and kind of developing this independent energy. They might be learning how to tap into their emotional side on their own. I feel like that's important. Learning to tap into this emotion on their own, instead of it being a response to some sort of outside pressure. So this could be somebody who didn't want to open up emotionally a lot. And like if they were in a relationship with someone and that person wanted to hear certain things from them, or wanted them to be more emotional, they would try to maybe please that person, but they weren't tapping into those emotions from a genuine place of wanting to be connected in that emotional way. And I feel like this is something that's changing for them. They're finding ways, and they're finding reasons to tap into these deeper emotions on their own. They're finding motivation to do that on their own. So their emotional maturity is growing. I think their spiritual maturity and connectedness is growing as well. Yeah, this is transformation. This is emotional growth and transformation. I feel like this might be somebody who was in a committed relationship with either you or someone else, and they're kind of looking to find their own voice right now. They're wanting to figure out who they are outside of this connection, or outside of any connection for that matter. Yes, I feel, I'm kind of like back to this energy. Let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. I feel like this person might have felt in the past like they were being kind of controlled by relationships, and this is a little bit of their hesitation to open up. And this could have something to do with the relationship you've had with this person, or this could be about a past relationship. And it can even go further than romantic connection, because I'm feeling like with this frog spirit, clear out the clutter, it's like this person is cutting ties with things that no longer serve them, things that are unnecessary, or that they have outgrown. So this could be relationships. If this person is currently in another relationship, it feels like, and this sounds a little rude when you're talking about a person, but it feels like they're cutting the clutter out of their life. Like they're eliminating all of the extra, all of the drama, all the things that no longer serve them and that they no longer want to have as a part of their life right now. They're claiming some part of their independence, and it's like they're getting to know each other. So I do feel like this person might come with a little bit of baggage in a way. They've been hurt in relationships before. They felt like they were being almost dominated, or like they didn't have a voice in relationships before. And this could be even in a relationship with like a parental figure or something like that, where they just didn't feel like they had choices. So I feel like this person wants to talk to you about how a relationship should be structured to make them feel more comfortable. They want to remain an independent person, like they want to have their voice even if they are in connection. Right now, they might be almost struggling to figure out how to make all of that work because they don't want to lose themselves in this connection. That's what I'm hearing. They don't want to completely cease to exist. They want to bring their own unique qualities and their own unique opinions and preferences to this connection, and in the past that's gotten lost for them. It's almost like this is somebody who really they will give and give and give. They will give of themselves, and they might not even come across that way at this point. The word jaded keeps coming to my mind. I feel like they may think that they've become a little bit jaded from past experiences, so they're really protecting themselves, and they're wanting to protect the sense of independence, and they want to cut everything out of their life that just doesn't serve them anymore. I feel like if this person on your mind has started another relationship, they are really looking to break free from that connection in order to pursue something with you. But at the same time, they don't really want to rush into anything because they worry that they're going to lose themselves. They're going to lose their independence again. They're going to not feel like themselves. Like, I feel like they've been in a situation before where they didn't feel like themselves. They didn't feel like their best self, and they're worried that this could happen again. I feel like this person might have given a lot in their previous relationships, given a lot of themselves, but also given up a lot, just to kind of go along with whatever their partner wanted. And it's like they've changed now. They've grown out of this energy, and they don't want to find themselves in another energy like that. And it's not so much that they even think that a connection with you would be that way, but it's like there's hesitation there. There's hesitation that they could potentially get wrapped up in something that's a lot like what they've experienced before, and that scares them. I feel like this person felt really underappreciated in previous relationships. And with this deer spirit energy, I just feel like they're kind of like wanting to ask you to be gentle on them, to be patient, because it might take them a little while to open back up after the experiences that they've had. I feel like they might be leaving behind a situation that they felt is holding them back or tying them down in some way. And I feel like for a lot of you, this person might realize that they've pulled away a little bit, that they feel like they're out of reach right now. They might seem closed off toward you in some way. And they've really done this just to establish like what their idea of this connection is, or like to figure out if they're ready for a new connection. That seems to be their main focus right now. Let's look at the tarot. For some of you, this is like they need to figure out if they can do this again. Like, if you've been with them before, there might be some previous energy that they're worried, like that old mistakes in this relationship will be repeated, that old patterns will be repeated, and this is like on their own part as well, that they will repeat some of the same mistakes that they made. And they just want to like open up and share those concerns with you. They wish that they could share those concerns with you. So what else do we have? This has a lot to do with the past. And this can be a past that you shared with them, or a past that they experienced on their own. There's the Tower. Yeah. I think something fell apart for this person, and this could concern you, and it might not. And this could also be something this person is going through right now. Something might be falling apart in this person's life right now. Four of Wands, home life. There could be major changes and shifts in their home life. I feel like a lot of these cards came out in number 2. Well, there's only 2 cards right now, but I do feel like these cards might have showed up in number 2, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so we have the Innocence of Cups. That's the Page of Cups. We have the 10 of Wands and the Innocence of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck energy, the Fool. Okay, this person, gosh, they want to start something new so badly. And I feel like they want to talk to you about that. So for some of you, this is that they want to start up a connection with you again, and they wish that they could tell you that. That's like they want to contact you and tell you that they want to repair what was broken in this connection. Because this Tower moment might have happened between the two of you. Either way, I feel like this person wants a new start. They want a new beginning. They want to go into this new phase without carrying the baggage of the past. And that's kind of where their energy is right now. Like figuring out how they can move forward without being jaded. That word just keeps coming to mind. It's like they have learned from their experiences, but they don't necessarily want to carry the baggage of everything that they've experienced. Ten of Wands energy. They don't want to carry this baggage with them. So we have Aquarius energy here with the Fool. The Tower is both Aries and Scorpio energy. So some of those signs might be significant to you. But there's definitely a change and a transformation that's happening with this person. And I do think that this has to do with their home life more than anything, although it could spill over into other areas of their life with this Four of Wands here. This can have to do with family, friends. This could be about a marriage ending or a serious long-term connection ending. And again, that could be with you, or this could be something that's happened in this person's life. I was picking up on a lot of things that have gone on in the past for this person and them not wanting to repeat it. And that's what I think this initial card was kind of touching on, was like this person wants to explain how close they want to be with you, how connected they feel to you, but that they also need a little bit of time and space of their own to let this kind of flow and unfold naturally, to figure out what direction they want to go, with the Deer spirit and this kind of feeling of like them asking you to be gentle on them. This person wants to rebuild with you, and this will vary depending on what your situation is. This could be rebuilding a relationship that you once had with this person, but this could also be like kind of starting over with you. They want to start over with you. So this, I really feel like this is somebody who's been in a serious committed connection. Either they are still currently in this and they're ending things, or things are starting to fall apart for them, or this is a connection that has been very impactful for them. It could have been over for a little while now, but it's been very impactful for them, and it has shaped the way that they view relationships going forward. And it's like they know that this had to fall apart. This had to fall apart to trigger this transformation in them, to trigger them to kind of find their own voice and to get serious about what they want, to get very clear about what they want. But they want to rebuild with you. They want some sort of happy home life with you. 2 page cards here. So really, this is the energy of newness, of embarking on something new. And I feel like this person wants that solid thing with you. What's really interesting is you have the Innocence of Cups, which would be the Page of Cups, and the Innocence of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles. And that's kind of this mix of water and earth energy, like we had with the frog, a creature that lives both in the water and on land. So this is telling me that this person wants to talk to you about the deep emotional connection that they want to offer you, but they also want to offer some sort of stable foundation to you, rebuilding what was broken in this Tower moment. And this is like happy home energy of the Four of Wands. So there's a stable offer, but this feels brand new with the Fool card and these 2 pages. So this is either a very new connection, and this person has a lot of hang-ups coming from their previous connection, and they wish that they could tell you about this. They want to explain to you like why these walls have been built up, or why they feel this way. Or this could be them wanting to start something new. And there's like this feeling that they want to just jump into this. They just want to dive into it. But they're carrying a lot of this past memories, past hurt, past responsibilities. These can even be responsibilities that are lingering on from a previous relationship or connection, they're carrying the weight of that with them with this 10 of Wands. Let's see what's under here. We have the Magician. Again, this is all energy of starting something new. And then we have the 9 of Swords. So this is anxiety, this is fear, this is worry. This can even be nightmares if this person is having, that things might not work out. There's a lot of fear here that things won't work out, or that mistakes of the past will be repeated. But with the Fool and the Magician, I mean, this is card 0 and card 1. This is like, this person wants to embark on something new with you. They want to like just leap and ask questions later. It's kind of like that cat energy. And also the frog, like, yeah, they're all of the animals that came out kind of like have a leaping thing or like a jumping thing. If you've ever seen a deer just like jump over a fence, like they don't even get a running start, they just sort of leap over. So there's kind of this energy with this person that they just want to dive in, and that's something that they secretly would want to tell you, like how much they just want to dive into this. But there's also this feeling that something from their past is playing a role in them being a little bit hesitant, or they're still tied to something in their past, and that might be something that they haven't shared with you. You might know though. It could be that like their previous relationship has not fully ended, or they share children with this person, so even though things fell apart, they still have to maintain this on some level. That could be where this energy is coming from. Let's look at your love story oracles and see what messages come out. I feel like this person is very, very torn between the emotions and the feelings that they have for you and this desire for a new start, and then like also between just being on their own. And this is all coming from a place of hurt and disappointment. It's coming from a place of feeling like they lost their voice and maybe they were taken advantage of. Their kindness was taken advantage of. They might have felt like they gave more in their previous relationships than they received. Like all of the weight was on them. All of the burden was on them. So I feel this energy of like, yes, I want something new, but also like, should I take some time to just be on my own, or should I just be on my own, period? Because I don't necessarily want to go through this whole thing again. Like, oh, we have daydream. This person's thinking a lot about you. We were talking about dreams. When were we talking about that? I think because we had this 9 of Swords energy here. So nightmares and dreams and stuff. I feel like this person, like what they want to talk to you about, or what they would tell you, is how much peace they have like when they think of you. Because I think there's a lot of worry and a lot of stress that's going on in their life, and it's like they find a little bit of solitude, they find a little bit of peace when they're just thinking about you, when they're just dreaming of this new life that they want to build with you. I feel like their mind just fluctuates between, like, should they focus on the past and this thing that even might still be lingering on? Should they put their focus there, or should they be focused on the future? Should they even believe for a future? I feel like this person secretly wants to talk to you about their doubts. They doubt that they deserve happiness, or that they can find happiness. They doubt that things could be different for them. They're feeling that connection with you. They're feeling that connection. This is honestly very odd energy to be sorting through. Like, these are not, this isn't really the energy I expected to come out here. And I think the reason that this feels so strange is because, like I was saying, this person is torn. They're torn between hoping for that future and like thinking about what has already played out in the past. Worrying. That's how it's coming across. Worrying that things will play out the same way as they did before. So let's see what we have here. I think I'm going to make note of these cards but not take them, because That's kind of a lot of energy. We had passion come out, we had self-worth, and we have respect. So this is like someone who, I think they think very highly of you, and they know that you have a lot, like you place a lot of value on yourself. You have a lot of respect for yourself, and they have a lot of respect for you as well. So we will let that energy kind of linger and play into the reading. But I want to get another clear message, because we're going to clarify these cards. So what else would they... That is so sweet, you guys, because I feel like this person, and this is where that that gentle energy of the deer spirit is coming in. They have hope that this can work out, that the way that they've changed can make a difference, that the way that situations have changed, or the way that this situation with you is different could make a difference. But they also have a lot of fear that things will play out for them the same way that it's happened before. And I feel like this is somebody who's found themselves being very dissatisfied, almost to the point of wanting to be single, like really contemplating just living a single life. And I think this connection that they felt with you has shaken that up a little bit. Like it might have changed their mind about that. So let's clarify this daydream card. Why is the daydream card here? We have the strength card. So this is Leo energy here. This person may be a Leo. You may be a Leo. I feel like you've taken kind of center stage for this person. You're on their mind a lot. And there's kind of like a persistence when it comes to this sort of energy. Kind of a repeat here with the cat that's on the strength card, and we had the cat spirit here. So there's like this feeling of wanting to try again, of wanting to have enough will and persistence and strength to try again. I'm kind of also getting this feeling of like a cat, and the cat has 9 lives, you know. It's like this part of them that wants to hope, this part of them that wants to try again, that wants to start over, that wants to believe that they can have like a new story, they can like have a new life. But it's also kind of hard for them to do that. But yeah, I feel like there's like there's a persistence here. There's constant thought about you, and constant thought about having enough courage to actually say and do the things that they fantasize about, that they daydream about in their head. Let's clarify this romance card. Why is the romance card here? Oh wow, we have the 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, they see it all with you. They see having it all with you. That happy home life, 4 of Wands energy. They see the romance, the kids, the financial stability. They see it all with you. They see that whatever was broken down with this Tower moment, that it could be rebuilt. There's that hope there. Let's clarify this hope card. I feel like I don't know. We have the Hanged Man. This is in reverse. This is about coming out of a period of stagnant energy. I think that hope that they have, it's like there's a little bit of doubt still in their mind, but the hope is almost overpowering that. And it's like that little bit of hope is what's going to push them. It's going to propel them forward. So this is about coming out of this stagnant place, moving, taking the time to contemplate some things, but then moving and acting on what we learned during that time of contemplation. That is beautiful energy. At the bottom of the deck, we have the 10 of Swords. There it is again. There it is again. 10 of Wands, 10 of Swords, but that feeling of a painful ending, that feeling of being at a rock bottom place. And I feel like that's significant for this person. I think something happened in their life, either with you or in a different connection, that was a really painful ending for them. And they might not have shared with you all of the details of this, but they wish that they could. They wish that you could understand why they're a little bit hesitant, why it's hard for them to start this new beginning, even though they have all of this energy like in that direction, all of this desire to start fresh. This is someone who has experienced hurt on a deep level. They've experienced something falling apart for them in a way that was very painful and very potentially abrupt, and it really shook things up for them. And they don't want to find themselves in a situation like that again. So these are the things that this person wants to tell you. They wish that they could share this stuff with you. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you did like this reading, if you resonated with any of these messages, don't forget to like the video, leave me a comment down below, and hit subscribe if you feel like it. And hopefully I will see you again in another reading really soon. Bye. Hi, number 4, if you were drawn to this strawberry quartz heart, this is going to be your reading. We're going to find out what the person on your mind secretly wants to tell you. So before we jump into your initial oracle cards, I'm going to actually pull you a card from the Lover's Oracle, and we're going to just get some starting energy here. Whoa, there's your card. Okay, so that's what the front of the card looks like, and on the back it says transformation. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. Wow. Okay, so this person might be wanting to share with you some of the changes and transformations that they're going through. They might want to share with you that they want to take your relationship to the next level. They want to deepen things, maybe become a little bit more emotionally available is kind of how it's coming through. We will see how this ties into the rest of your reading. I feel like I'm kind of hearing like that the love that they felt for you has changed them, and that's what is going to kind of push this connection forward, that it has just changed them on a deep level. So let's start out with your animal spirit oracle cards, and we will just find out what's going on with this person and what they secretly want to tell you. So what does number 4's person secretly want to tell them? Okay. Let's see what we've got. We have bat spirit. A rebirth is assured. So that would be very similar to this transformation energy here. Rebirth, number 5, which symbolizes change. So interesting. I think something is changing in this connection, and there might even be something that's changing for this person that you're unaware of, because this is what they secretly want to tell you. We have moth spirit, and we have dove spirit. So crazy. So all flying animals showing up for you, number 4. A lot of air energy here. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This person thinks a lot about communicating their feelings quite often. That's what all this air energy is telling me. They feel like they want to like these things that they secretly want to tell you, I feel like they're thinking about it a lot. It's not something that they've decided they're not going to tell you. They're almost in that energy of trying to figure out how. It feels to me almost like it's just a matter of time before they tell you these things. Not that they have decided not to, because their focus seems to be a lot on communication. There might even be an area where this person has gained more clarity, or an idea that they've recently had that has changed things for them and for this connection. And they want to express this to you. What I'm getting from this person's energy is that they are somebody who holds a lot back. Like this is part of their personality, or this is part of how they have always shown up in this connection. They hold a lot back. With the moth and the bat, both kind of representing the night or things that happen under the cover of darkness, this person is keeping a lot to themselves. They're keeping a lot covered up. They're keeping a lot hidden. And they might even be holding on to a few secrets. I definitely get like moon energy for this group. So secrets, illusions, even some fears are coming up for this person, and that could be why they keep a lot to themselves, why they keep a lot secret, because they have fears when they think about this connection. I'm also kind of picking up that this nighttime energy that I'm getting from the moth and the bat, that this kind of like darker energy, this could be referring to some of the more like adult fantasies that this person is having about you. If this is like a romantic connection where like that's what you're interested in when it comes to this connection, I feel like this person is having a lot of those kind of like nighttime thoughts about you. And they kind of wish that they could express a more passionate side to you. There might be particular fantasies that they want to tell you about, or that they wish they felt free to express. There's this feeling that these sorts of thoughts might be something that just has to be kept a secret for now. And I don't know what that's about. I don't know if it's like they just don't feel comfortable sharing these things, or if there's a particular reason why they cannot open up in this way. Yeah, it's really coming across as a secret. So I wonder what that is. I feel like this person, like for some of you, this might be somebody that you work with, or somebody who you know in a professional setting. You might know them from their work. Is kind of how that's coming through. So both of you might work in the same place. You may like visit their place of employment or something like that, because it feels almost like they know they have to keep this a secret for now. Like it wouldn't be appropriate for them to share some of these like fantasies, or some of the more passionate feelings that they have towards you. It wouldn't be appropriate to share right now. This could have to do with them being in a relationship, or you being in a relationship. Yeah, but there's like kind of a secretive feeling that comes with this person, and we'll see what else comes out when we look into the tarot. But it could be that this person just has kind of a mysterious air about them. It could be that they are just a mysterious person. They could also view you this way. They could see you as somebody who's very mysterious. Maybe they can't quite tell how you're feeling, how you feel about them. They might feel like they never get quite a straight answer from you, or the expected response from you. So they might not know where they stand. There is this feeling of them wanting to hold all of this in because they aren't sure where they stand, or they aren't sure if this would be appropriate to express. But this person does feel very drawn towards you with this moth energy, very attracted to you, and they wish that they could be more open about it. Now, this energy also gives me the feeling of someone who tries to say things without really saying them, or tries to hint at things. So that could be the case in your connection. It's coming through as a way that this person communicates, but this could also be a way that they think you're communicating, or they're looking for like hidden messages or little secret innuendos in everything that you say. It could be that kind of energy, but I feel like this person, they might try to slip you a compliment here or there. They might have like hinted at being attracted to you. Yeah, they don't feel to me like somebody who's very comfortable being open about the chemistry that they feel between the two of you, either because it's inappropriate, or because they fear that you're not going to be receptive to any advances that they make, and it's like they can't quite get a handle on how you're feeling about them. But there's a number of reasons why this, even if you feel like you've been very straightforward about how you feel about this person, they may be in a situation that makes them feel that they're not, like it wouldn't be appropriate for them to express these feelings of interest or desire towards you. So they might feel like they need to keep that to themselves right now. But I do feel like if you're in communication with this person, or at the time that you're in communication with this person, they feel like they are hinting at things with you. Whether or not you are picking up on all of these like hidden messages, I'm not sure, but it's like they're doing their best to to try to let you know that they feel this attraction towards you. They feel very drawn towards you. that you've sparked some sort of change in them, that you've made them think about things differently. But at the same time, it's like they're trying to keep it very casual. So almost like so they could deny it later. That's how it sounds like. They're not going to come right out and say it, because then there's no deniability. They can't say, oh, no, I never said that. So they have their own way of like hinting toward being attracted to you, or thinking that you're really beautiful, or thinking that you're like a really cool person, or like that you've got a cool vibe, or like, you know, noticing little things about you. So I feel like for those of you that are in communication with this person, a lot of what they wish they could say to you, they are saying it in their own way, but you might not always pick up on it because it's very subtle, and because they use these like roundabout ways of complimenting you or saying things that you're like, I'm not really sure how to take that. Sometimes like you don't even know, was that supposed to be a compliment? Were they flirting with me? I'm not sure. It could be that kind of energy. So yeah, it could be a little bit confusing. And I think if that's the case, just know that this person is also kind of confused about how you feel. Even if they have no reason to be, according to you, it's like they don't feel completely confident pursuing you. You might intimidate this person a little bit. Yeah, there's definitely a sense that they're fearing something. And it could be you. It could just be opening up. Because I get this like kind of dark, like secretive energy from this person, so it might just be difficult for them to reveal everything. Like they keep their cards hidden, kind of feeling. It would be very vulnerable for them to just lay it all out there on the table. I feel like this person secretly wants to tell you about some changes that they're making, or changes that they're thinking about making, with this bat spirit energy. For some of you, because we are still like in this bat energy, these might be changes that haven't fully taken shape yet, but it's still a change that's like on the horizon for them. And there's a part of them that's kind of giving in, or kind of surrendering to these inevitable changes, because they know that there's no sense in fighting this transformation anymore. So they want to kind of like release their grip on the old version of themselves and move through this transition more peacefully. Like with this dove spirit, it says bring peace. I also feel like there's a kind of a double meaning here with this energy I'm getting from the dove spirit. I feel like this person feels like you were the missing piece. So you're kind of like they're missing piece. They might feel like the two of you fit together like a puzzle piece, and also like you bring them a lot of peace. So I feel like in your company, or just the thought of you, or like when they reminisce about the time that they've spent with you, it brings them a lot of peace to be in that energy, to be in the energy with you. And this is something that they want to tell you. They want to tell you that it's like they found the missing puzzle piece when they met you. And they want to tell you how drawn they are to you and how much passion they feel towards you. But there's kind of this energy of like being in hiding with all of this. I feel like this just isn't very easy for them. Whatever this changes, and I do think you might have sparked it, I feel like whatever this changes, it's not necessarily easy for them, and they could feel like they're kind of caught, or like they're stuck in life right now. This bat energy is giving me kind of hanged man energy. Like they're still contemplating their next move. They kind of wish that they could be more open about all of this instead of holding it in. Pisces energy is coming through here. Also Neptune energy. Neptune is kind of a planet of our dreams, our hopes, our desires. So this person is kind of like holding back information related to their desires and what they hope for in this connection. And I do feel some change or energy shift around that. Maybe some things that they know need to change in order for them to be moving forward in the direction of their dreams. And I feel like this person may have hit the pause button right now, because it's like before they surrender to the inevitable and really take flight again, I'll say this, it's like when they do move again, they want their next move to be with a lot more purpose than before, than how they moved through the world before. They've had time to reflect and to gain clarity. So there might be a little bit of a pause here, because I do get Hanged Man energy. But I feel like when this person comes out of this paused state, they're hoping to be able to act on some of these things that they're like wishing they could express to you. So let's look at the tarot and see what else we can get, what that's about. I feel almost like this person is like preparing themselves for a deepening connection with you. They're like preparing themselves to maybe open up about these things, or to stop hinting, or to stop beating around the bush. Wow. Here we have the Seven of Cups. I feel like this was reversed energy. So this is like, I feel like they're settling on a choice. This person might want to tell you that they choose you. I feel like this person has already made up their mind about something, but they might not have told you about it. There's some kind of change that they're going through, and it feels like it's with the intention of deepening their connection with you. Almost like all the choices have been taken off the table. We're going to take the card that flipped up, which is the Movement of Wands. That would be the Knight of Wands. We were talking about this passionate energy, and it was really coming through for the Moth. So interesting that this Knight of Wands shows up beneath that Moth card. I feel like this person is wanting to tell you that you're the choice. Like, they have cleared away all other options, is what it feels like, or they're in the process of doing this, and this could be the big change that they're going through. All other options are off the table. Their judgment has been clouded in the past, but it's like they're gaining a lot of clarity, and they're seeing now for the first time, like, that you really are that missing piece for them, and that there is no other option. There is no other choice. So this could be about somebody who maybe even thought they were going to move on from this connection. Maybe they thought they were going to pursue something else, or they thought they were going to be happy in another connection, or they thought they'd be happy alone. But now it's like, no. Like, they may have at one time viewed this as something that could play out in many different ways, and now they're starting to see there's really only one way they want this to go. What does this person secretly want to tell number 4? I feel like I might have called you guys number 3 before. I hope not. So sorry if I did. I know that you're number 4. We have this Strength card, and we have the Ace of Swords. What does this person secretly want to tell number 4? The Magician. Oh gosh, they want to make something happen here, and it's like they're having to use their willpower and their determination to stay the course when it comes to this relationship. We have Leo energy, we have Aquarius energy here. At the bottom of the deck, we have the 8 of Wands. This is about rushing forward. This is about movement. And it's interesting because you had all flying animals, which kind of gives me this feeling of movement or making progress as well. So this person wants to tell you about how much progress they want to make. Even the lion in the Strength card in this deck has these wings. So another kind of indication of communication, of movement, of clarity. This person's gaining a lot of clarity being in this paused state that they might be in right now. They might not be making a lot of moves right now, but what they're doing is narrowing down like all the options. They're clearing away anything that is getting in the way or anything that has been clouding their judgment. And they want to move. Like, we even had the Movement of Wands, which is the Knight of Wands. They want to move forward. They want to act on this passion. So they wish that they could tell you how passionately they feel for you. Even like, I don't want to like get this into like R-rated territory, but I feel like for a lot of you, what this person secretly wants to share with you is like specifically the fantasies that they're having when it comes to you, because they want to act on these things. They don't want to like hold all of this in anymore. They want to actually act on this. So more air energy with the swords. I feel like this is something this person is manifesting. They're manifesting a deepening connection with you. They're manifesting more communication, and this is their hope. Like, their hope is to connect with you on a deeper level. Their hope is to be able to tell you how much of a blessing you are in their life, and how perfectly the two of you seem to fit together. This Magician card, like, not only is it making me think of manifestation, but it's also making me think of inspired action, because that's kind of the energy that we take when we go to manifest something, or we go to like cast a spell, as the Magician is doing with all of the tools necessary. It's like, that's taking inspired action. That is moving forward on that passion that we feel. And that's what this person wants you to know, is how much they want to take action on this. They want to move forward. They want to take some sort of leap. The Eight of Wands can be about rapid communication, communication that comes in really fast out of nowhere. So it's almost like this person wants to tell you that they're going to contact you, or to be looking out for something, or almost that they feel connected to you even when the two of you are apart. I'm kind of getting that energy, like there might be some sort of communication that's going on between the two of you even when you are not like physically talking to each other. Really interesting energy here, but I do feel like this person is wanting to tell you they've narrowed it down to you. Five of Swords underneath the Eight of Wands. This can represent conflict, either internal conflict or external. So there could be things going on in this person's life that would create a lot of conflict. This transformation might create a lot of conflict. Yeah. I'm feeling like this person might be leaving something behind, and this could be internal conflict. I'm trying to like feel through it to see if this is all internal. I think a lot of this is internal, and in some ways there might be something that they have to disrupt, or someone that they will upset in the process of making these changes and growing. But if you notice, like, the swords are pointed inward, 4 out of the 5, and then there's 1 pointed outward. So I feel like there's a lot of energy directed inward, and this could be from outside forces, or this could be energy that they're directing inward toward themselves. A lot of conflict here, but there's this desire to move forward. There's this desire to stick with it, to communicate. Movement of Swords here. So this is Knight of Swords energy next, and more swords. There's a lot of air energy here. This person's gaining a lot of clarity, and I feel like saying, even if there's not a huge indication of movement, it's like this person wants to talk to you about, they wish that they could tell you about all the clarity that they're gaining, even about past situations. But mainly I feel like the clarity that they're gaining is like how perfect the two of you are for each other. That puzzle piece imagery keeps coming to mind. It's like how well the two of you just fit together, how you seem to like complement each other, how you seem to strengthen each other. I feel like this person wants to tell you that they feel more capable in your presence, which is interesting, but it's almost like they feel like they can conquer anything. I'm really seeing you at the center of this person's like thoughts and their intentions for a lot of things that they're doing in their life right now. It's like you're at the center of it all, any decision they have to make. And there's kind of this feeling of like, they want to tell you that this is forever as far as they're concerned. Yeah, that's that Seven of Cups in reverse. It's like there is no other option is how it's coming through. This is forever. They think that this connection, this bond that the two of you share has forever changed them. It has facilitated some sort of transformation in them, and it's like they'll never be the same. They will never be the same after this. Let's get some love story oracles for you. So what does this person want to tell? What do they secretly want to tell? Number 4. What do they secretly want to tell number 4? For some of you, sorry, I just had to like stop shuffling because this is coming through, that there's something this person wants to tell you about, like regarding signs that they're seeing, and it could be specifically related to birds, but there's like some kind of sign that they're seeing and they want to share it with you because like they know you would get it, they know you would relate, or it's something the two of you spoke about before. We have true love. This person wants to tell you that you are their true love. This is what they're realizing. This is what they're realizing, that there is no other choice. There is no other option. This is the missing piece. Wow. What else do they want to tell number 4? Communication. What did I say? What did I say? All of this swords energy, all of these like air energy animals, there's a desire to communicate about a lot of things, about a lot of deep things. This person wants to let you know that you're kind of like, you're it for them. This is it. And I just feel like they might, for some reason, think that they cannot communicate with you. It could be that you have this person blocked. For some of you. For others of you, I just feel like these things that they, I feel like this person is changing. I feel like these things that they secretly want to communicate with you about, they're becoming more and more serious about communicating with you about, like actually communicating about. That's probably where the strength card is coming from. They're just getting more serious about doing that friendship. This person wants to establish like a deep bond with you on all levels, and I think that's really sweet. I don't think that this person wants to like leave it at friendship when it comes to this connection, but I just feel like they just love your companionship. Like they just love how you're there for them. You seem to fit together in all levels, and this is about your relationship deepening, because becoming each other's best friend, I feel like that's what it is. I feel like this person views you like that, like you are their best friend, or like you have the potential of being their best friend, and like they don't want to miss out on this anymore. And if it's all over failure to communicate, I just feel like that's part of the transformation that they're going through. It's like, why would I want to give all of this up because I'm afraid to speak up, is sort of how they're feeling. There's a definite desire to take action and to move. Let's clarify these cards. So I'm going to pull a tarot card for each of these oracle cards to just kind of like clarify and open up this energy a little bit more. So the true love card, what's going on with the true love card? Clarify true love for me, please. Okay. We got 2 cards. So we have the King of Swords, more Swords energy, and the 9 of Wands. I feel like this person is that transformation. This is what is changing. A rebirth is assured. This person who has been very guarded and who has been somebody who doesn't want to communicate or doesn't feel comfortable communicating is transforming into a person who's letting down these boundaries, letting down these walls, and who's coming forward with some of this information. I feel like What they secretly wanted to say is what they are going to be figuring out how to say, or that's the part of the transformation they're going through. They are breaking down these walls. They're doing it because because this is true love. They're doing it because they realize that this is the missing puzzle piece, because Seven of Cups in reverse, there's no more choices. They're not confused by their choices or by their options anymore. Things have become very clear to them. So this is what's prompting this transformation in them. And it's like they want to say this to you. They want to tell you, you have set off a chain reaction in me. You have set off this transformation in me. And I'm doing it all because I want this with you. Like, this is true love. This is what I've been looking for. It's like, this is worth breaking down those walls, breaking down those boundaries for. Let's clarify this communication card. Whoa. Five of Pentacles. Oh, man. Oh, okay. I can read this a couple of different ways, but if communication was shut off between you and this person could have ghosted you. They could have disappeared. And it's like they're acknowledging that. They're acknowledging that they kind of dropped the ball. And so they want to open up lines of communication to heal that, to repair that. This can also talk about like their feelings and how they have previously felt left out in the cold. This could be why they haven't been quick to communicate. I feel like this person wants to make something up to you, and this is part of what they want to tell you. This could be, for some of you, an apology. They want to apologize for how they've treated you. Let's clarify that. Even for, yeah. Yep. The Three of Swords. So they want to apologize for how they've treated you. They might want to apologize for breaking your heart, for kind of disappearing on you. They want to like open up the lines of communication again. If this isn't about a past hurt, if this person didn't ghost you, this is really telling me a lot about why they have hesitated to communicate, why they are kind of guarded when it comes to expressing these emotional feelings, because there's been heartbreak in the past. There's been a feeling of being abandoned, of being left in the past for them. And it's like they felt like they could keep themselves safe by not opening up. They felt like they wouldn't have to face this kind of heartbreak, this kind of loss again, if they didn't really open up, if they didn't explore this fully. But it's like this transformation is happening automatically in them. They can't help it. I do kind of have that feeling with this, that they can't really help it. So the Queen of Pentacles just popped out to clarify the friendship card. This has a lot to do with how they see you. They see you as someone who's nurturing and supportive, somebody who could be that best friend, somebody that they could even build a family with, and kind of be living with their best friend. Like, come on, it's the dream. I feel like this person sees the dream with you. I'm going to further clarify this since we've clarified twice on all the other cards. Why not continue? So let's clarify this friendship card and this Queen of Pentacles. The Chariot. That's about moving forward. Yeah, we know. We've seen this. This person has the desire to move forward. They have the desire to deepen this relationship with you, to tell you about all the ways that they want to move forward and how they want to connect with you on various different levels, because I'm seeing passion here. I'm seeing like a friendship here. I'm seeing deep connection and like really heart-centered connection. We didn't have a whole lot of cups out on the table, just the Seven of Cups, but we have this true love card. So I know that's like the place that this person is coming from a place of true love and desire and passion for you. But really it's like they want a connection with you on all levels. They want to be your best friend. They want to be your partner. They want to be the listening ear. They want to be the person you start a family with, whatever it may be. They want to be all of those things. Bottom of the deck. The King of Pentacles, exactly. I mean, come on, we have the Queen. We have the Queen of Pentacles. We have the King of Pentacles. Divine counterparts. That's that's the puzzle piece. That's that missing piece. This is them seeing you guys as a true match, that true love. Whoa. Whoa. I feel like they have a lot to tell you. I also get the feeling that this person has every intention of telling you, which is really interesting. I had to pull that bottom of the deck energy because it was just too perfect. So yeah, I think I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and letting me read your cards. If you enjoyed this reading, if you resonated with any of these messages, don't forget to like the video, leave me a comment down below, and hit that subscribe button if you feel like it. And hopefully I'll see you again in another reading really soon. Bye.